Hello, wrestling fans. Here I am with my fellow NYWC-ites, Sam, Jessica, and Tommy.
How you doing?
What up?
What up?
Great fucking show.
Okay.
Great fucking was a great show.
Impact Wrestling Rebellion 2021 shocked the heck out of me as a great show, despite what I was thinking going in.
That Kenny Omega, though. Come on, it had to be good.
You had to give that away already.
I had to.
Well, we actually began with a long and winded video promo, which lasted 30 minutes, maybe longer, on the pre-show.
Yeah.
About the history of the match, and hopefully that's on YouTube.
It was good to see Mahal,
eventually.
though. I like hearing Mahal. Okay.
But we had a pre-show match to start things out, as we had a Knockouts tag team match, as we saw representing Decay, Rosemary, and Havoc, as they did battle with Kimberly and Susan, who was the alter ego of Su Yung, and Rosemary and Havoc defeated Kimberly and Susan. Very good matchup, and I'm glad Rosemary and Havoc won.
Yep, I hope they can go after the Knockouts titles, I guess. So, that's good. Yeah.
Formerly known as Jessica Havoc.
Just Havoc now.
Yeah.
But the main pay-per-view, and our camera person's already having some fun. And we'll get to you as we go on as well. But the first match of the show, we had a triple threat match as we saw Ace Austin, accompanied the ring by Madman Fulton, defending the X Division Championship against Josh Alexander and TJP in a very hard-hitting, knockdown, drag-out affair, which saw Josh Alexander defeat Ace Austin and TJP to become the new X Division champion, where Josh pinned Ace Austin with a double underhook pile driver.
That was a good match. I like all the flips and kicks. And all. I love the X Division. The X Division's like one
well,
of the bright spots of Impact.
The X Division is the one thing that keeps the company going, if you ask me, even to this day, even though the X Division is not what it used to be.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, we were set for an 8-man tag team match. The Violent by Design group, it was scheduled to be their leader Eric Young, Joe Doring, Rhino, and Deaner. As they...
I just got.
Let's take this out.
What are you doing?
Okay, I'm messing up here.
I'm not.
As they did battle with Chris Sabin, Eddie Edwards, James Storm, and Chocolate Thunder Willie Mack. Now, as Violent by Design had come out, Eric Young stayed on the ramp, and he pointed off camera, and out came W. Morrissey, who you remember as Big Cass in the WWE, who pretty much took Eric Young's place, because the reason behind it is that Eric Young has a torn
I'm pretty sure you
ACL.
liked it. I'm pretty sure you're happy about Evan Young not being in the match.
I was playing a rip on. I was calling him a Cuban Gothel and Mr. Clean Reject.
And Sam, I'm only telling you to calm down. You can't talk too loud here, because his roommate's trying to relax. But, it was a great surprise. Kudos for Impact for picking him up. And they had a great matchup. And at one point, I forgot it was not Rhino. It was it Deaner? Yeah, he took like a lot of punishment from Storm, Mack, Edwards, and Sabin. And eventually Morrissey pinned Mack with some kind of a maneuver to win the matchup. So I guess Morrissey, the newest member of Violent by Design.
A good match.
It was a pretty good match.
It was good.
Big Cass got to sit together, I guess.
Yeah.
Who?
I guess he got to sit together. Big Cass got to sit together.
Hopefully he
Yeah,
has.
hope he doesn't do anything stupid again.
Well, let's hope not. I mean, this is a chance to redeem himself here, and he did look great.
He looks the same.
Yeah, I know, and he looked great in his performance as well.
But he still looks the same.
Yeah. Okay. Next, our third matchup was a battle between former tag team partners, as Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder, went up against Brian Myers, formerly known as Kurt Hawkins.
Mr. Cap.
Yes, we know who that is. That reference.
Donut.
Very good matchup. It appeared that Cardona had seemingly hurt his knee, and Myers ended up hitting Cardona with a lariato, and he pinned him to win the matchup. I don't know if he did hurt his knee or not.
If the injury,
I think it was
the
a,
referees
I think
came
it
out,
was
the
a,
officials came out.
It came out
That'd be
at
a
that
work.
point.
I think
Yeah,
it'll work on it.
possibly.
Yep, probably work.
Possible work. Alrighty.
Remember that press?
Okay, next up was our Knockouts Tag Team Championship match, as Fire and Flavor, Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz were defending against Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellering. Before Grace and Ellering hit the ring, they introduced Jazz, who recently retired from wrestling, and she was in their corner for the matchup. pretty good match by these ladies. And I forgot how it ended, but Rachel Ellering and Jordan Grace defeated Fire and Flavor to become the new Knockouts Tag Team Champions.
How you like Jazz with the bald head?
Well, I hadn't seen her in years. I didn't know she had been bald, but apparently she's not wrestling anymore.
Yeah.
She said she announced her retirement. Now she's managing the newly crowned Knockouts Tag Champions, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Good match.
Next up was the last man standing match between Sammy Callahan and Trey Miguel. Now, at one point, they went outside over the guardrail. Callahan brought a steamer trunk into play. And I don't know where he got it, but he got his hand on a wrench and he decided to, I guess, do his dental impersonation on Miguel's teeth, which our camera person got cringy about.
Sorry.
And they break the table a couple. They took them out to break the table too.
Yeah, they messed up a few times. I think it was the pile. They tried a pile driver through a table.
Yeah.
That didn't break, but it ended where Callahan, he had put the stairs over Miguel, who was underneath the ring, but I figured Miguel came out from under the apron, and he gave Callahan an ace crusher off the apron through the table, and they were both down. Trey Miguel managed to beat the 10 count and win the match.
Mm-hmm. Good match, and we're gonna get back to him later with Trey Miguel.
Possibly, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. From there, we had ourselves the Tag Team Championship on the line as the Good Brothers, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson,
Go up against New Japan's Finzies. New Japan's Finzies.
Challenged Finn Juice.
From New Japan.
Finn Juice.
Yeah, Finzies
Yeah,
from New Japan.
Finn Juice.
Oh, they're from New Japan, by the way.
David Finlay, the son of longtime veteran Finlay, and Juice Robinson. I was hoping for the different things here, and Finn Juice defeated the Good Brothers to retain the Tag Team Championship. Now, just because they're from Japan, but come on, I do love the Good Brothers. Hello?
I do love the Good Brothers, but yeah.
They're from Japan.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, yeah. I love Japan a lot.
Finn Juice isn't from Japan, are they?
No, they work in New Japan. They're not
They
like,
work
they
in
weren't
Japan,
born
they're
in
not
Japan.
Japanese, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, they won
Born.
the Finn Juice. They retained the Tag Team Championship.
I'm an AEW New Japan mark. Okay.
Not to mention a lover.
Yep. Okay. Next match.
Next matchup was the Knockouts Championship as Tennille Dashwood, accompanied by Caleb with a K, challenged the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo, accompanied by Kimberly and Susan. And it was a heel versus heel match, but
It'll be a good match.
yeah, it was very good. Deonna Purrazzo, she defeated Tennille Dashwood to retain the championship, but after the match,
Sam,
you done?
don't do that.
Okay.
All right. At least our camera person will put you in check too. Kimberly and Susan went on the attack on Tennille until former Knockouts champion Taylor Wilde had come out and pretty much made her, I guess, return to Impact after being gone for many years. Unless she returned recently, I don't know. I don't watch Impact every week on whatever network they're on now.
Return list Thursday.
Yeah, they're on Thursday, but I forgot what network. And I don't subscribe
not
to
Twitch.
Impact Plus.
Yeah, it's on Twitch.
Oh boy. Alright, and yeah. And then came the main event of the
Ooh,
evening.
a main event. I love this.
As Rich Swann faced Kenny
Kenny
Omega.
Omega.
It was champion versus champion. Title for title.
This was a fucking great match.
Yes, it was.
Way to kill the buzz.
Okay.
Hey, you've been buzzing about this for weeks.
Yep.
Sorry he said that.
Hey, okay, and a cameo by the
Okay,
camera
go.
person.
Go.
Yes, you were on camera, by the way.
Oh, I love Kenny Omega.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Nice cue there. C-U-E, not the letter Q. But the point is, we had two referees, as we had Impact referee Bryan Hebner and AEW referee Aubrey Edwards. She is hot. And at ringside for Rich Swann was Eddie Edwards and Willie Mack. And, the Good Brothers and Don Callis were in Kenny Omega's corner. At one point, I think Rich Swann accidentally did the springboard flip cutter on referee Hebner by accident as Omega pulled him in the right way. Aubrey Edwards stopped Omega from using the chair. I know we know it's late. I mean, the show.
I got that on video.
The show ended like 20 minutes ago.
Wait, were you yawning?
I was you
He was. Yeah, kudos to you for staying away from this one.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. So yeah, eventually the match was on. Omega hit multiple V triggers to the point where our camera person got cringy seeing poor Rich Swann drool. And
It was gross.
damn it, eventually Omega hit the one-winged angel, which I don't
Kenny
know.
Omega won.
And Kenny Omega wanted to become the new Impact champion. And he's having a cream fest as we record.
And he took all the gold.
Took the
Aye.
goal.
Not Kenny Omega did, not Sam.
Yeah. Kenny Omega took all the gold.
Ow.
I love you. Oh, and, yep, and I hope he goes for the
You okay?
I
IW.
am, yes.
I hope he goes for the IW heavyweight champion and the NWA title. So yeah, it's gonna be a long one. So.
Yes.
Oh, we'll talk about who you can face
Okay.
now for the title. I guess.
Yeah, that's what I want to get to. So, out of every match on this show, everyone, we'll start with you, Sam. Out of every match on the show, what really stood out aside from the main event?
Aside from the main event, probably X-Division and the Knockouts title, maybe.
Which knockouts?
No, the Knockouts title.
No,
The
the
one
knockouts.
Doing Grace and
That's
no,
not
not
knockouts.
doing Grace. Dion Purrazzo and Neil Daffwood,
Okay, so
and the X-Division match too. Triple threat, yeah.
those three.
Yeah.
Tommy, what do you think stood out of every match? I mean, which matches has really stood out for the show?
Which match? Probably the main event and I think what's his name? Forgot.
Okay.
Sammy Callahan.
Thumbs up.
The last man standing match, the women's tag title, knockouts title, the men's tag title, Cardona Myers 1-on-1.
Yeah, the Cardona.
Oh, you did like that. The 8-man tag. We only had 8 matches here.
I think there were 9.
No, it was 8. 9 if you're counting the pre-show, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm saying 8 on the pay-per-view broadcast.
Well, I missed the pre-show because I was busy
Yes.
cooking in the kitchen.
Yes. Joe Carson, we need you to come for a pay-per-view, man. I know this guy will have another cream
No, I
fest.
won't. No.
You will.
No, what? No.
Not over Joe, but over the fact he's here. You wanted to come here so
The
bad.
match with Big Cass.
No.
The 8-man
Never said
tag.
that.
Yeah.
That's what it was, the 8-man tag.
Yeah.
You forgot that. All right, Jessica, out of every match we had tonight, which matches stood out to you?
Definitely the main event. And the women's matches, the tag team and the knockout.
Okay, both of them.
And I would have to say definitely the last man standing with Sammy Callahan and Trey Miguel.
Yeah, alrighty. Okay. All right, well, definitely for me, the main
That was the
event.
match, the Trey Miguel match. That's what I was thinking.
That's the
of.
last man standing match, yes. You forgot who was in it when I said last man standing.
I knew, but I forgot his name. That's
Well,
How could you forget? He's like your friend Trey.
unless he spells
yeah.
it differently.
yeah. I think it was spelled differently.
Your friend Trey. He spells it T-R-E?
Well,
Or T-R-E-Y?
his name is short. Well, his actual name is Trey Bond,
Okay.
but
Yes.
they call him
All right.
Trey
Uh,
for short. I guess.
Okay, but for me, what really stood out was the X Division title match, the last man standing match, the main event, the wait, so I'll start over here. X Division title match, the 8-man tag, the knockouts title, last man standing match, the main event.
Funky sucks.
But unfortunately, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm still not sold on Finn Juice.
I know. I like them from New Japan.
You don't like anybody from there.
Okada, Suzuki, I like it. Naito, Kota Kabuki.
Yeah, but what do you?
Go to Caboose.
Okay, you know what?
Sounds
Since we're
like
not-
Caboose.
My friend wants to live in Japan. Okay, go.
All right, thanks. Well, let me tell you this. Well, since we're still
him.
Yeah, I know.
Him.
Since we're still recording, you know what? You may buzz about New Japan, all right? But what do you know about Antonio Inoki, Riki Choshu, Hiroshi Hase, Kensuke Sasaki, Masahiro Chono, the Great Muda? Koji Kanemoto.
Okada, Naito, Suzuki.
That's the. Oh my God! They're not from the generation I mentioned. If it weren't for those guys, where would New Japan be right
I
now?
had no idea what he said.
What generation
Okay.
are those wrestlers you just
That was pretty much the old New Japan crop
Oh,
from the '80s
Oh, okay.
and early '90s.
Naito.
Jushin Thunder Liger, I can go on.
Yoshihashi.
Hiroshi
Oh,
Ase. He's not even Japanese.
Hiroki Goto.
Again, you're thinking of those that you like, but I mentioned those who paved the way. Alrighty. So I guess I don't know about the rest of you, but hopefully Impact Wrestling can keep this up. And by the way, they did announce they got some upcoming shows on exclusively on Impact Plus. Saturday, May 15th, Under Siege. Will Steven Seagal sue?
Let's do that, Poppy.
We'll find out.
And a return on also on Impact Plus, Saturday, June the 12th. Will Phil Collins sue? As it's the return of Against All Odds.
Oh, God.
I know. But they used to do that pay-per-view a long time ago. Every year. It was a yearly thing. But that was on the Impact Plus. But Impact Wrestling returns pay-per-view in the month of July as they present Slammiversary, which will mark, 19 years since the promotion started. Yeah, they started in 2002. I know. And what's keeping them afloat, but hopefully, based on the show we saw tonight, was very good. All right, but in closing, this was again a great show, and I'll close it by saying this: Fin juice.
Fin juice. I like fin juice.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay, we're done.
And there's the time. Okay.